Okay, so today I want to go over 4-year mindful journaling. So I'm using an Otagami and it is the yellow honeycomb, and this is a dotted bullet journal. So I'm also using the Sharpie S-Note pens, which are quite new to me. If you keep viewing this channel, then there'll be a review on those and how good they are in relation to going through the pages. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to split every page into 4. So with mindful journaling, you have a page for each day of the year. I'm starting in February. It probably would have been better start in January, but I wanted to start now. And then you have 4 sections. So the top section would be 2024, because that's where we are at the moment. And then you'd have a 2025, and then each year you can go back and you can review. You can be really reflective and mindful over what you've journaled and what you were feeling at the time. So here I am at the moment. I've counted out my squares so that there are enough to make 4 equal sections. And I'm going to do this for a number of pages first. So we're going to have 1 page per day. It's the 5th today, or it is when I'm videoing this. So I'm going to make sure I at least go up to the 5th, if not a little bit further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my coloured pens, and I'm going to write the month at the top. I'm going to use my favourite bubbly writing again because, well, it's what makes me feel comfortable, and it's bright and colourful, and I really like it. So I tend to go over it a couple of times just to make sure that it really is bright. So once I've done that, I do that to both sides, but then I also write the number of the day on the page as well, so it's easy to find that specific day again. Yeah, I like to use different colours all the way through, so you'll find that everything changes colour. So the joy of this, while I'm drawing, is that I can write exactly how I was feeling on any given day in 2024. And it's not about writing loads. It's not about writing pages and pages. It's just a snapshot of what we're doing right now. So then what I've done is I'm also writing a big 24 in the top box. So you can see me doing that now. But it's all about having a few sentences that just reflect how you're feeling at the moment. I'm finding that where I've travelled a journey, and I have, trying to sort out how I'm feeling, sort out, how I'm making life better, everything that I'm putting into place to make it better for me and everybody around me, I'm finding that I'm struggling to see the progress over time. Other people are seeing the progress over time, but I'm struggling to see the progress because I'm not comparing it very well, and I've never been able to compare it very well. Oh, now I'm going to start the next day. So I'm tending to use it to write a little bit about how I'm feeling. It's 5 lines, literally 5 lines, I think it is. Write a little bit about what I'm feeling and anything that I'm working on. So this year I'm putting a lot of into my habit trackers, which you'll see in my plan with me. There's definitely a plan with me for February. And then you see my weekly habit trackers, which I make them very concise because there's so many little things that I want to try and fit in and really get my habits going and then make them last. I mean, I found some habits last really well. Some habits don't last quite so well. But if I've achieved something, I like to make sure I've written it in as well. So then when I go back and look through it, of which I will do that at the end of the month, I can flick through and just see how I was feeling. Am I feeling any better? Am I feeling different? Am I feeling like I've achieved something? Because sometimes, with the rush about of life, you don't always have the ability to see that, and where we don't write things down. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to use Dear Diary. You used to do Dear Diary. It was one of those things where you just write about your day. And even then, I didn't really use it as an exercise of mindfulness. It was almost like, well, today I went to school, and it's like, no. That's helpful to a degree, but I kind of want to really pinpoint the mindful part of it and how I'm progressing, because for me, I need to see progress, and I need to see where I'm getting, I say better, or just changing as a person. And this gives me the opportunity to do that. And it's also a good way over the years. I mean, we're not going to see any progress on this until the end of the year, until next year. But then what you do is you come back the next year, and then we put 25 in the second box, and then I write a little bit more, and then you can see how I've changed from the years. Oh, I've actually started to write stuff now, which is really amazing. You can see I've kind of got it really in, and it's quite a lot. But I don't want to write pages and pages. It's just a case of just writing, what am I doing? How am I feeling? What have I achieved that's amazing? And it gives you an opportunity to look back at the end of the month so you can see what you've done. You know, you think, oh my God, that was actually really good. But also, as I say, next year, we'll put a 25 in the box below, and we will continue to write it, and then you can see how you've changed from year on year. You know. So to be honest, I think it's a really valuable exercise. I like a good colouring exercise as much as the next person. So that is my mindful journaling. I mean, I've wittered for a good 7 minutes now. But, you know, it's a good... I found, and I've only been doing it a couple of weeks, but I feel that I can see the progress. And I think that's where I struggled, is that I think that I'm not making enough progress. When really the opposite's true, but it's being able to see the progress, and that's what makes the difference. So if we flick through, we can see where I've written some stuff, and we can see where I've set some pages up to write some stuff later on in the month. So we're going to have a look back at this at the end of, well, I say at the end of the month. At the beginning of March, we're going to look back at my mindful journal, you know, and I'm more than happy to show where I've made progress and how it's progressing, and how what I've written and how that makes a difference to the way that I'm living my life. But so thank you for watching this video. I'm hoping it's encouraged you to go and do some mindful journaling, however that mindful journaling looks for you. If you like this video, you know, if you've liked what you see, then feel free to like the video, because we always like a like. Subscribe if you want to carry on joining me on my journey, and click the bell if you want to hear more about what I'm doing and find out when I'm posting more videos. I tend to try and post 2 videos a week, and yeah, so carry on doing all those YouTubey things, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching.